Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So today we're up 5 grand. So not a bad day at all. Although I've taken quite a bit of loss today. I guess not relative to the account size or anything, but I've probably closed out positions that cost me at least $1,000, maybe $1,200 in loss, and those things were all essentially they were bearish Tesla, right? So I had the call credit spreads that were at 790, 795. I closed those out, took a loss on those. Those probably cost me $400 or $500. I closed out my 820 calls that I had sold against the stock. Those cost me a few $100s. I closed out my long butterflies. That cost me $100. So now we have all those realized losses from betting against Tesla. It seems like kind of no matter what, anytime I do essentially bet against him, I get my PP slapped, and I'm kind of tired of getting my PP slapped by doing it. If I just would stay bullish and keep my positions on that way, we'd be in a much better position. Even if I'm looking at the extra premium that I've collected selling these covered calls or call credit spreads, it really doesn't add up to much relative to our gains on the other side. I wanted to be out of all of those positions by October 1st, and we only have one more. We have our just single iron condor, which we do have an 850, 860 as part of that iron condor. That one is left, and if we lose on that one, so be it. That'll be what did we collect on this? $136. So that'll be an $864 loss on that. But we'll just hold on to that one. That'll be fine. Everything else is so bullish that will end up really good if that happens to be a loser. So other than closing out those positions, I haven't done anything else today. Don't want to do anything else today. I'm good with where we're at. Looking at Tesla now, though, real quick, as soon as it populates, a couple things going on here. One, obviously, we've ran up massively. So as we're hitting or headed towards the $800 level, a few things that I'm thinking. One is my analytical and my brain side of things thinks I really could have held probably those 820s or anything up there, and I would have been fine. I think we'll probably test the $800 level a few times before breaking out. That's what a good portion of my mind says. So maybe we'll touch it and then pull back, touch it and pull back before we break through, maybe at least a couple times. But in the same kind of process as thinking through this is we're in relatively uncharted territory for Tesla. So yes, back in, when was this, January-ish or so, January, February, yes, we were seeing up at the 850s and well above there. But relative to this point now, we've increased production and deliveries at 50%. Like it's a much stronger company now. So I think if people were happy to purchase it at 800 back then, they're going to be ecstatic to purchase it now. Like it's that much more of a bargain. So it could rip right through. So it's definitely a possibility. And with the upcoming catalysts that we have production and delivery numbers, which should be fantastic. We have earnings numbers, which should be fantastic. We have, let's see. Yep, earnings, deliveries, production. We have the full self-driving beta, which is being widely released now. We are in queue. I am in queue to receive that update, and I'm sure there's going to be tons of videos out there, but that's going to be more proof of concept for more people. We have California mandating self-driving autonomous vehicles by 2030. And we just had, and then we have Giga Texas and Berlin. Those are both couple factories that are going to come online and increase production significantly. So relative to where we were, where people were worrying about, Tesla even maintaining profitability. Now they're profitable. They have lots of cash. They're paying down debt. Their production's increased. Their software capacity is increased. Everything is just showing green, green, green as far as the company's concerned. And even at 800, I feel like it's a pretty good deal. I still think this is going to be a $3,000 stock. Yep, it's going to take a few years. It's not this year, next year, or anything like that. And do remember, last time when we were heading up towards these numbers, that's when Tesla announced a stock split. So we could see that again. Maybe our 200 shares will turn into 1,000 shares, which will make playing the put credit spreads a lot less expensive. We may even be able to do some cash secured puts at that point. But right now it's just too expensive to do that. So moving on from Tesla, which is definitely carrying us today, we do have a few things expiring this week. Google put credit spread, good. A stock covered call, stock covered calls, or poor man's covered calls. We have a combination of stock and leaps that we're selling these against, and then our wheel on Tilray, which is going a little bit better. We're slowly collecting premium, bringing our cost basis down. I think we're below $15. Yeah, we must be below $15 if I'm selling the 15. I think we're at $14.70 some on our cost basis here. And we do have our iron condor that I'm just going to wait out and see how that turns out. Calls that we sold against our long Apple call. Coinbase, my 220 has been my number on Coinbase for quite a while, just because the last few times when we had these major downtimes, we had the bounce back. 224, 220s, 222. I don't know what exactly our low is. 220. So it seems like an area of pretty good support here, even though we're down a bit on it. I'm still happy with this position, and I can hold that until it expires, or it costs us very little to close out. Actually, I'll probably roll that out next week. And that is already on to next week. So that's it for today. I don't think I'm going to be opening up any new positions anytime soon. I don't want to take away any of the comfort that I have with my positions right now as far as my levels of put credit spreads, and we can just look at those. They're 690s. I do have a couple 700s, not very many, but 680s, 695s. I do have a couple 730s, 710s, and that's probably where I'll stick to playing most of these. I may open some up in the 730s, 750s. I don't think any higher than that right now, but I'll still maintain a split between the ones that are quite a ways up there, where they're more risk but more profit, and the lower ones where I feel completely safe. Down at the anything below 700s, I think is pretty free right now. And if we do see a decent pullback, if that kind of continues, where we have the up for a few days and then we pull back, I'll look to open up some more there. But I did kind of kill some of my buying power by closing those positions that I was not comfortable with. But I'd rather sleep well at night than to be worried. What happened overnight? Oh crap, Tesla opened up $30 higher or something like that. And as far as what it looks like today, I'm very happy that I closed out those call credit spreads. Otherwise, those would have been total losses. So that would have been potentially a couple $1,000s lost right there in total. And the butterflies, I didn't have very much money into them, only $78 a piece, but I took $40 back on each of those instead of being a total loss. And we do have a whole bunch of positions that are all to the upside. If you want to take a look at a few of those, like we have these 660s that aren't expiring until December. These things are doing pretty awesome. That we collected $645. I opened these up. I probably did it at the money or above the money. We have these 35. We're up $11,000 on these guys. So these ones we opened up for $600. So everything is looking mighty good. We even have a few debit spreads. I did open up a little bit ago this debit spread for $1,000. We paid $1,000 for it. We're up 35% on it, but this is a max gain of about 400%. We can close this out anytime, take some profits, or wait until January 2023, and we'll get a stock split announcement, and this thing will be worth several $1,000s. Anyhow, any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer. Other than that, love you guys, and let's make a lot of money.